Good day, tennis fans, and welcome to Point Counterpoint. I'm Ted LePak, and joining me is Blair Henley.
Today we have a pretty cut and dry question for you. Can Roger Federer win his 18th Grand Slam title in 2013?
As much as it pains me to say, Roger Federer's not going to win another Grand Slam in 2013. He's not getting any younger, and some of the younger guys are coming up. Andy Murray's certainly showing a lot of potential. Milos Raonic is doing well, and Thomas Berdych is beating him. I just don't think he's going to do it in 2013.
Well, I think it's foolish to say that given this past year. I don't think anyone thought he was going to come out in Wimbledon, win 5 other titles this year, as a matter of fact, reclaim the #1 ranking. I mean, nobody thought that was going to happen. So I absolutely think there's a chance that he could come out and win another Grand Slam next year. I just feel like I bet against him once. I'm not going to do it again.
But you know why everybody thought that? Let's pull up the stats. Let's look back at all of the Grand Slams that Roger Federer has won. He's had a little bit of a dry spell for the past 2 years before Wimbledon. He hadn't won anything on any surface. He hadn't won any of the Grand Slams. I'm sorry, he hadn't won any of the Grand Slams on any surface. A lot of other titles. But looking at next year, you know, Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, and U.S. Open, I don't think he's got a shot in any of those. I mean,
well,
it's just, I mean,
I think the big wild card here is Rafa. Is he going to come back? Is he going to be healthy? Is he going to be able to be 100% on clay? If he's not, I feel like Federer has just as much of a chance on red clay as anybody else. He's reached the finals a few times, won it in 2009. I think he absolutely has a chance on a surface that's maybe a little easier on his body. Wimbledon, as we know, Roger owns Wimbledon.
That's his domain.
And in addition to that, he showed this year that he's still improving. One of the biggest adjustments he made was started to maybe take his returns a little earlier, started to take his backhands a little earlier, slicing earlier, taking his backhand drive on the rise. I think it made a huge difference, and it neutralized the big advantage that a lot of the players with a little more spin had against him, which was they just kept it high to his backhand. He's really taken a little bit of that out of play. So
I don't know. I just don't see him winning. There's so many things that just have to line up for him, and I don't think they're going to. You know, he's struggling. Andy Murray's coming up. Milos Raonic. A lot of those young guys that I was talking about earlier, they're coming up. Their games are getting better.
So you're just saying that everything has to fall into place for him.
It would.
The draw, his health.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying I don't think he's going to win it.
All right. Well, I think the biggest argument in favor of Roger is the fact that he has surpassed all expectations. He surpassed Pete Sampras's weeks at #1 record this year. He's almost at 300 now. Nobody thought he was going to do that. Nobody thought he was going to win another Grand Slam. He can just play free now. He's totally without pressure. If he ever felt pressure. He's not motivated. The guy loves tennis more than anyone else. I mean, I think there are some players who you're maybe not sure if they love it. Exactly. Is that not a big?
That's not enough to motivate you to win a Grand Slam.
Was Michael Jordan not motivated after he won his first few championships?
What? No. Okay, here's what it comes down to. Roger Federer, there's so many things that have to line up for him to win a Grand Slam next year. He's got to be healthy. He's got to be, you know, mentally motivated and challenged, and he's got to get a good draw. He has to have a good draw that lines up in his favor.
Most players have to have a good draw to win a tournament, but we'll agree to disagree today. Let us know what you think.
Thanks for joining us for this week's Point Counterpoint. Be sure to let us know your thoughts on Facebook and Twitter. We'll see you next time here on Tennis Now.